The attention economy and Qigong. That is going to be the topic of this episode of Chi Life. So this vlog is going to start out with a little bit of story time. Nothing too crazy, it's just where I got the inspiration for this vlog. I was watching a video with someone talking about why a lot of the big tech companies are currently using up, thus spending, the large cash reserves that they developed over the last several years. Now, probably a lot of you don't realize, I do have quite diverse interests. One of my degrees from many years ago when I was studying at university was in finance, and so I still find it interesting from time to time to delve into some of these topics and see what different people are saying about different things. And so yeah, that's why I was watching this video. And one of the things that this person talked about in the video is what made me think about, well, yeah, the attention economy and Qigong, where the parallels are. Because one of the things he said was that what's really valuable to companies these days is attention, and they are willing to spend a lot of money in order to get it. And we see them doing this in very expensive advertising campaigns. That's one way that they spend money to get attention. But another way they do this is in acquiring other companies that have managed to get attention. Even when those companies aren't making any money, or potentially they're actually making large losses, they're still spending a lot of money. These big companies will spend vast sums of money, really, in order to get that attention, because they know that where the attention goes, other resources tend to follow. Now, there's a skill involved in turning that attention into a flow of other resources. Of course, these companies are interested in customers who are going to spend money with them for products and services and so on, right? Of course. But they know the first thing is to get the attention. And that just sparked me to think, there's a real parallel there between that and Qigong practices, and developing an awareness of the power and the value of our own attention. It is a classic saying that where the attention goes, the energy flows. And we use this principle a lot in Qigong, where not only do we do specific movements, stand in specific postures, maybe do specific breathing exercises, things like that, but while we're doing these practices, we specifically direct our attention and our awareness into different parts of our body, different qualities of energy, and so on, because this then helps to start that process of getting the energy to flow. We use many different tools in Qigong practice. The three main ones being mind, body, and breath. And, working with the body, working with the breath, these are really important. But the mind and that attention and awareness plays such a valuable, powerful role. Sometimes, and in some practices, we primarily just use the mind. We just use the awareness as a way to direct our energy. Other times, often it's combined with all three of these together, working in harmony, so that we can, use all of our capacity to more effectively work with our energy and develop the things that we want to come out of that. Very commonly, one of the main things we want to come out of that is health and well-being, of course. But there can be other things as well: physical performance, mental focus, and harmony within our lives. There's these broader things as well. But our intention plays a hugely valuable part in setting the direction so the rest of the energy can flow effectively towards whatever it is that we want. So a good way to explore this further is, maybe lots of people on, watching this vlog, of course, are probably already doing some Qigong. If you don't already do some Qigong, is to do some Qigong practices. Find some Qigong practices. There's lots of videos on YouTube and things like that, and see how powerful your mind, your awareness can be in creating energy flow. A really good resource that you might like to explore that might help you with this is at Long White Cloud Qigong. That's the name of my school. We do have a free online course. It's called Introduction to Qigong Theory and Practice, and it covers a whole lot of really basic fundamental principles about Qigong that can help to give you a really good grounding in what Qigong's about. And part of that, we talk specifically about the role of the mind, the body, and the breath individually, and then how they come together. And so in there, as well as just understanding this from a theoretical point of view, there are also some practical exercises. Very simple practical exercises, but where you can start to explore and understand just how powerful your mind is in directing your energy. And when you understand that, you can start to develop skill with it and start to use it in ways that create health and well-being and other positive things in your life. When you have a real appreciation for this, that then may start to influence how you choose to use your awareness on a day-to-day basis. And I think coming back to my little story time, my little analogy from these big tech companies spending up their cash reserves and spending lots of money acquiring things that get them attention, you might start to think, well, how am I spending my attention? So Qigong practice is a great way to develop skill and focus and awareness of how your attention affects your energy flow. But then through all of our activities in life, when we put our attention on different things, that affects how our energy flows towards those things. With an appreciation of this, you might start to think, how well am I spending my attention? These tech companies are willing to spend literally billions and billions of dollars in acquiring attention of people. Your attention has real value. You might start to think, how can I spend this best? Both within my body, within, to work with my energy to create health, but also in other areas of your life as well. Again, the Qigong practices are a great starting point in developing an understanding and awareness and appreciation of this, but that then applies so broadly in all of our lives. If you're interested in looking at that Introduction to Qigong Theory and Practice course, I will put a link to that in the description area below. It's free. You can go and use those resources for free. I hope they're helpful to you. And yeah, hopefully this vlog has given you a little bit of food for thought that, quite aside from your Qigong practice, might get you thinking about how else you're using your attention, and are you spending it in the way that is going to create the most value for you. Tech companies sure value it. Maybe we each should value our attention and awareness a bit more highly than sometimes we have a tendency to as well. If you've enjoyed the vlog, please like, comment, subscribe, share, all those good things. It helps to spread this kind of information to more people. You might know some specific people who might benefit from having a little bit of a think about this topic. It might help them in their lives. You might want to specifically share this with them or with anyone else that you know. All right, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.